Hi, I'm Parker.
And I'm Tim.
And this is the Rage Podcast, where today we're going to talk about something that we all enjoy, entertainment.
Yes, yeah, I think by definition, if we're not enjoying it, it's probably not very entertaining.
Yeah.
And one of the things we run into the world today is people who do what Parker and I do for a living tend to be down on entertainment, and talk about the evils of it. And let's not kid ourselves. There's definitely a dark side to it. Entertainment can lead to all kind of problems, and it can certainly be unwholesome and unhealthy. And we can cite plenty of examples of that. But what Parker and I want to kind of talk about today is the upside, because we think there's definitely an upside to entertainment. Any of you who've met me know that I certainly have things that I enjoy, movies and TV shows and things like that bring a lot of joy. And I know Parker's got some stuff that he enjoys too, and we're going to be talking about that here in a minute. But I feel like to discount or to say, all entertainment is wrong and all of it is bad, I think sells it short.
Yes. But, as I'm thinking this through here, we always talk about how one of the devil's greatest tactics or weapons is distractions. Is entertainment a distraction?
I think it is. I don't know that I would say it's a negative one, though. Because I know in my world, if I spend too much time with my head in the wrong place, watching the news or reading a lot of political stuff or reading a lot of negative comments and things like that and taking in that much negativity, I got to balance that with something. And everybody's like, well, you could go read your Bible. Yeah, I could go read my Bible, and I do read my Bible every day, but I also believe...
About, like, the slaying of 1,000.
Yeah, right. Well, actually, today I was reading through Proverbs. Proverbs is great, but Proverbs is not... It's not like, ooh, I'm feeling good about life right now.
Or Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, or Ecclesiastes, yeah. There's a guy, Solomon was manic depressive before it was cool. But the idea is that, I think it's okay to enjoy things that kind of take us out of our environment, let us escape. One thing I have always said, and I stand by this, I would love to live in Batman's world. And the reason I would love to live in Batman's world is because all Batman has to do to solve problems is punch the right guy in the face, and it fixes everything. And I would love to live in that world, because the world that you and I and Parker here, we all live in, is a world that's complicated.
Yeah.
It has very complicated solutions. And I think sometimes we all just want, okay, here's the objective, here's how everything gets fixed. You go for this, and you get this goal, and you go talk to this guy, and you punch this other guy, and everybody lives happily ever after. It's a simple thing, and I think sometimes I enjoy that because it is simple.
And I've noticed this, so my mom watches these, like, home improvement shows. Like, if somebody buys a house, flips it or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, whatever it is. And I hate watching the ones where it's just a random town and they take a house, flip it. But I can really enjoy watching the ones that is like a beach property or like this island property. Okay. Why? Because I want to be on that island property.
There's no beach property here in St. Mary's. Yeah. No, yeah, because you can live somewhere else, of course.
Yeah, but it sees like, man, like it's those signals in life. Some people will be like, man, that log cabin house, wow, yeah. It's just what we connect with. It's what we.
Yeah, and sometimes it's neat to see things that are not your own. That's why I also believe, I mean, this is kind of off topic, but I think traveling is important too, especially when you're young, to go see other places, because it expands our worldview.
Yeah.
Even fantasy things, like great fantasy things like Lord of the Rings. I mean, the Lord of the Rings, both the series and the movies, are great examples of just great fantasy drama where you're following with the characters and you love the characters, and when bad things happen, you root for them or whatever. I think that's great because it allows us to let the good guys win.
Yeah.
Because in our world, good guys don't always win. And
just like the Harry Potter. I feel like if everyone who reads Harry Potter is either a die-hard Harry Potter fan or they've never read the book.
Yeah. Now I've read all the Harry Potter books, and I enjoy them because, again, it was the same thing. It was the classic struggle, good versus evil. And again, we all live in that world, but it's not always as defined as well as it is in fantasy.
And obviously that alternate universe, almost is what we would enjoy to be in. So
Absolutely.
I feel when we watch those movies and we watch these TV shows, it's like bringing us there almost.
Right. Yeah, we all want to be Aragorn, or we want to be from Lord of the Rings, or we want to be Harry Potter from Harry Potter, and I feel like that gives us a chance to do that, to be the hero of the story. And look, you don't want to, when we're going to get to a minute here, we're going to talk about the negative side of it. But I don't know that there's anything wrong with seeing yourself as the good guy. Again, you don't want to see yourself as the good guy yet doing no good things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like to be able to have a simple story, to enjoy stories, because that's one of literally the oldest human traditions that there are is stories. We tell stories. I mean, you all know the mythology stories and all these different things. And I mean, our world today is obsessed with stories.
Yeah.
Movies and comic books and TV shows and whatever. And I feel like in that it's because we have a love for story, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Now, having said that,
Yeah.
let's turn the page here and go to the negative side of entertainment, because there's definitely a negative side to it too. And I think one of the places that we run into trouble is when fantasy and reality get a little too close together. When we lose the idea that we're actually stepping away from reality to go into the universe with Captain America or whatever.
When Tim starts punching people in the face to fix problems.
Oh, that's bad. Jeez, Parker, I could have used that information yesterday, but yeah, no, that's the idea. Is that when people lose the line between fantasy and reality and start living vicariously through characters, and we've seen this. I don't know if this is as much trouble now as it used to be, but I know there used to be people who would just lose themselves in like soap operas and things. To the point that they would like hate the character, and I don't mean hate as in I don't like the character, as in if I saw that person in real life. I mean we all know people who are like that, and who are living vicariously through fantasy. That's bad. If you're watching a soap opera, which let's be honest, they're bad anyways, but whatever. But if you're sacrificing reality to live in a fantasy, that's not escapism. That's destructive is what that is.
There's a lot of harm in it because once we start to, because we just mentioned earlier, entertainment is good in the point of obviously the good guy wins and all these things that draw us in. Mm-hmm. But if all we do is keep diving in and diving in and diving in and making it our reality. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it'd be a bad idea to live in Batman's world, because until you're the guy getting punched in the face.
That's right. So somebody else decides you're living in Batman's world and you're the villain. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's important to have a level-headed mind when it comes to entertainment itself.
Yeah, to understand that reality is what's real and fantasy is what's fake. And not to prioritize what isn't real over what is. I think that's where people run into trouble with entertainment is, and we see this with like obsessive gamers, who are playing, 22 hours of Call of Duty a day or something like that. Those things are obviously not good. It's when the entertainment becomes the priority rather than the exception. That's when entertainment can become very, very dangerous, I think, and something that we need to moderate. The entertainment needs to be the exception, not the rule, I guess.
Yeah.
So, well, in order to kind of compare what the purpose of entertainment is, we got a chance to step into Parker's world and see what he sees in entertainment. So in order to do that, we're going to go next level with Parker.
My favorite movie and book is the Da Vinci Code. Now, it's a controversial movie. Some people, if you don't know it, it's pretty much, they believe there's this bloodline of Jesus Christ all the way up until today, and they're trying to find it and do all these things with it. So obviously it's a little bit not Christian movie, but I love it for the mystery and the adventure and the search and all the stuff that it provides. That's the reason I enjoy it, and I think it's important to all find something in that entertainment that sparks your interest to adventure and seek mystery and all these other things.
Well, thanks for that, Parker. And I just want to say we hope that all of you, given the fact that Memorial Day was just this past weekend and the summer movie season is coming up and there's some blockbusters coming out, and it's been a while since we've been able to go to the movie theaters and experience that level of fantasy and entertainment. So we hope you all are looking forward to something for the summer as far as that goes. And at the same time, though, we want you to keep it real, not to get too caught up in the weeds on what's entertainment to the point that takes over reality. But, we want to encourage you. If there's something you enjoy, even if it's not movies and TV shows, if it's, taking a walk or playing sports or whatever, that's a I don't say necessary, but it's a very important component to life. Mm-hmm. And we hope that you'll take advantage of that now that the weather's getting nicer.
And if you ever see me chasing for the bloodline of Jesus Christ, stop me immediately.
Yeah. Yes. Please. Please do that because we know how much Parker would enjoy being Tom Hanks for a while. So, all right, everybody. Anything else you got to say on this topic?
Nope.
All right, everybody. Go have a great day and do something entertaining.
Yeah.